Hey there, home theater fans. Todd with avnirvana.com, and we're here at Audio Vice Live. I'm hanging out with Peter Sepsi. We're checking out Costal Source. You guys have got some pretty cool stuff going on here.
We do, Todd. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and spending some time with us.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys are mainly, can you frame for the viewers out there what kind of product category Costal Source lands in?
Sure. So we're a 100% outdoor focused company. So while there's many amazing brands that do amazing work inside, we believe continuing that entertainment, that high level, high performance, hi-fi outdoors is super important. So that's where all of our energy is focused, is really creating these really immersive, engaging environments outside through our audio, and we do lighting as well outside.
Right, awesome. And it's all integrated together?
No, not necessarily. They can be independent of one another. I just feel like when I get into a really cool, inviting space, there's typically some cool moonlighting in there, and I'm maybe enjoying a beverage and listening to my favorite tracks.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, yes.
And you know, for people who love music and people who love movies, and they have an outdoor screen maybe, you guys have some products here that can kind of flesh out that home theater experience and bring it outside.
Yeah, I mean, I think, boy, when you can remove walls and ceiling, your soundstage gets just enormous. Yeah. So it's pretty amazing. And so one product like our Razer family of product, we developed it actually from feedback from our customers that loved our landscape product so much and said that we really want to have that level of performance now on our hardscapes and our covered pergolas and that sort of thing, where the outdoor TV is going. So it's like, wow, I've got this beautiful, maybe 75-inch flat panel, and it doesn't really come with the sound that I would expect. So how can we level that up? Yeah.
Awesome. So let's check these things out.
Yeah, let's do it. So I think we'll start off. So this is from our Razer family. So this is our on-wall loudspeaker that can be mounted flat to a wall, vertically, horizontally. You can put it in a corner. You can put it up in the soffit. So a lot of different configurations. We've taken the grill off just to kind of give you an idea of really what's behind the scenes. But most important, again, we're 100% outdoors. We're not modifying indoor equipment to do its best outdoors. This is really engineered from the ground up. First of all, this is all extruded aluminum with a unique style powder coat that we use. Comes in either black or white. The grill is also aluminum, so you don't have to worry about pitting grills and staining and UV issues, which sometimes we see in some of those products.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they start to look aged after a while when they're outside.
Yellow grills maybe is a popular thing.
I've seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure, on white speakers.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing that you'll notice is what we found is a lot of the box speaker market that was out there, we typically see a soffit and then big old boxes hanging off of it with brackets. But what you see here, very sleek. It's only about 3.5 inches that will hang off the wall.
Yeah, super low profile.
And you really just don't see any back bracketry to it. It's a really sleek design. And then behind the grill, behind that aluminum grill, we've got an aluminum baffle. We've got aluminum cones. And what's really important to us, again, we design our drivers from scratch, really pro-level drivers. One thing that you got to think about outside is, how about some of the environments of the country like that get real hot? Arizona, Texas, some of those environments. Yeah. What do you think your coil temperature is of a loudspeaker that you've got maybe running a 2-hour movie outside? It's intense, right?
It's really super hot, right?
How do you cool that down? So we're actually using our enclosure as a heatsink for our drivers. And the way that we're doing that is we're coupling on the back of the magnet, we've got a thermal transfer pad. And when we inset our drivers, while we're securing them in the front, which adds that rigidity, they're pressed up against the back of the cabinet, so we get that thermal transfer.
So these will get warm if they're not in the sun.
That is correct.
As the speakers or the drivers are dissipating heat.
Correct. After maybe a 2-hour movie or a long listening session or a really great party, yes, you can put your hand on these and you can feel the speaker has some warmth to it.
That's really interesting.
When it's out in the desert, yeah, it'll be just a little bit warmer.
Very cool. Yeah. So you said these are all proprietary, so...
That is correct. Yeah, so we have a number of different patents throughout our product line that we're really proud of. And what we do too is these come in a couple different sizes, but we also chamber these drivers to ensure that we've got a really good sonic match between the small model, the medium model, the larger model. So if you're using multiple models in this same family throughout your backyard environment, you know, it's a very transient space. I really want that same kind of mid and HF balance, timbre balance between the different products.
Sure.
So that's what kind of Razer shares. You'll notice the center 5.25-inch driver that's got a waveguide associated with it. That driver is shared throughout the family, the sound bars and so on. And again, just really does a really great job of projecting wide dispersion, 120 degree, roughly. And then coupled with the bass drivers, this particular speaker is bi-amplified. So we really get some nice active low frequency from it that you wouldn't expect out of a 3.5-inch deep cabinet.
Right, and I mentioned this to you before, coaxial drivers, it's a little surprising to see that on an outdoor speaker, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you have something like this over here, a center channel.
Yes.
Which has that specific driver in it.
That is correct. So it is the same driver, and when I talked about chambering, it is in the same, really the same acoustic chamber as that one in the other model.
Same size.
Exactly. So again, that's how we can kind of share this throughout the line and get that timbre match. Now, all of our amplification, which by the way can live indoor or outdoor, for outdoor TV is a great example. If you've got a Wi-Fi signal out there and you've got power, why waste time running wires in the house? You can put everything outside. But where I'm going with that is, you match this with that outdoor amp, we're going to include DSP settings in that amp. It ships from the factory that way, where it's not only tuning the driver, it's not only doing all our crossovers, it also adds limiting in there to protect the speaker. So that's one thing that we really believe a lot of what we find our customers, they love to have great parties, and sometimes the volume gets loud, especially have a lot of people in your backyard. Yeah, so we want to protect that investment that they're making.
Yeah,
so
that's fantastic.
That as important.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, so basically, folks, what that means, you're not going to hear the speaker breaking up, bottoming out, any of those types of things that can ruin your great party, right?
That is correct, yes.
And embarrass you, or your ears.
We don't want failures. And just like I said, we really design our drivers with a pro level mindset. We also think about it as, even though really the majority of our customers are residential, we treat it like a pro installation where failure just isn't an option, right? If you're a band performing on a big stage, you can't have failure. So we really kind of take a belts and suspenders approach to designing this product where it's going to hold up over time. Again, especially over time. Behind the grill, we use multiple materials to try to keep Mother Nature off of that, like things like calcium deposits, which obviously aren't great for tweeters. Over time, that will diminish your high frequency. So even the grill has attributes that make it important and different than an indoor speaker.
Cool. And I saw you taking the grill off over there. Can you explain how this grill is held basically into or on the speaker?
It's actually a compression fit. So it is it's molded, it's a slightly rounded grill, but because it's a high gauge aluminum, it actually press fits into the edges that were here.
So you have over here, you can get a good idea.
You can maybe get an idea. Just where we've got our diffraction strip right here, that grill just slides right into this track.
Very cool. Is it tough to get in and out?
Oh yes, it's a tight fit for sure, yes. So it's also something you'll see in some products that use kind of like an injected molded, a plastic grill with expansion and contraction with temperature change, it will shrink over time. It will basically move in both directions, but with aluminum grill, that's not gonna happen. So when that's installed, it's a really tight and neat fit.
Very cool.
And again, it comes in either black or white.
And we got to finish up with the bass.
Oh yeah, well.
Everybody loves bass, and this is a pretty cool sub you guys have here.
Yeah, it's holding our brochures right now. But a couple things I love about this sub. So this is great for, maybe your patio, your roof deck, whatever it might be. So we have it with 3 different color stones, which is great. It can have a darker look, a lighter look, but my favorite is you can actually order it without the stone top. And we have a template that comes in the box, and you can just have yourself or your contractor cut whatever piece of stone you're using, whether it's Ipe wood or a Trex deck or a bluestone, and then you can inset it in the top of the sub. So the sub really is kind of going to match the substrate that you've got to hopefully help it blend into your environment. It is down firing. It's got a phase switch on the bottom. It's got our cabling system in it that we talked about, which really adds to the robustness of it. And it just pairs really well with a lot of our products.
What kind of processor and amplification? Do you guys manufacture that?
We
for
do.
These speakers?
So we have a great amplifier partner, PowerSoft. So their Italian manufacturer makes just some of the world's best touring and custom installation amps for the pro world. So we've partnered with them for the last number of years, and we basically have a version of our DSP on their amplifier platform, and those range as small as from 300 watts to 8,000 watts, all 4 in, 4 out, full DSP, limiting, really can do quite a bit. So we use that in both our indoor and outdoor applications, and whenever we ship a system to you, we pre-configure the amp and we try to do everything for you. So when you get it, all you need to do is plug in your streamer and enjoy some music.
Is the cabling proprietary then coming out of that, or can you
Inputs
match
are
these
not.
with other?
You absolutely could use a conventional 2-conductor or 4-conductor wire, which oftentimes is convenient when you're working with speakers on the house. Maybe you had your builder or homeowner pre-wire something. So in the box, these come with an adapter, which you can just plug in a traditional wire. If not, if you pre-wired with our cable, it's all IP68 rated, it's got molded connectors on it, so it's really, really robust. So much so that you could just lay it in a pool of water and
It'll be here when the Earth is
yes, it's zombie-proof.
long gone.
I heard that term before. But yes, but we understand that every job and every installation is unique, so we try to make it available to no matter what the pre-wire is.
Awesome. So where can folks find out more about these Razer series of speakers?
Sure, certainly our website, I feel everyone says that today, but right, that's kind of the source for everything these days. So costalsource.com is our consumer site you can go to and explore. Give us a call. We have a great team and great partners around the US that sell our product.
Listen, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
It's been a pleasure.
And good luck with the show.
Thank you.